Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Milkman here talking about the New York Giants. You already know what's happening. Ooh, hey, hey. 5-1. What else can I say? Can I get a bow? Can I get a plead? Oh my god. The only thing that has me concerned is the Eagles. That's the only thing. And that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. It's the beginning of the video. Hey, if you enjoy the content, I'm dropping a video every Monday. Next week, I'll be dropping a video Monday of me going to a New York Giants game in Jacksonville. So, that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be almost like a vlog video. I'm going to take you throughout my whole day, and then we're going to watch the game together, boys. Hey, I appreciate you guys if you really do consistently watch. Make sure you subscribe because you're coming back anyway. So let's get into these games. I want to start on the Giants, but I'm going to save it till the end. And if you want to just hear me rant about the Giants, then skip to the end. Commander, that's weird every time. Commanders and Bears. I mean, a Thursday night game was... they should have known what they were going to get. I don't know what they thought they were doing pairing those two up. It was like when those two really mean kids on the playground in preschool meet each other. So, they're aggressive towards each other, but uncoordinated and really trying to do stuff that they don't know about. Like you don't know how to fight at the age of 4. You know what I mean? Or 5, or whatever preschool is. It's been a while. But, not much to say other than sad. Commanders and Bears, 12-7. The Commanders win. Yeah, it took me a second. To be honest, I thought the Bears were going to win that. Not even going to lie. I'm surprised they won. Jaguars, Colts. So, this was kind of like a small little NFL mediocre shootout, but it wasn't a bad one. It was actually pretty decent. The Jaguars defense, they just couldn't clutch up at the end of the game, and Matt Ryan did his thing for the first time in a while. So that was a big plus to his career. He's probably going to retire after this year. Nobody's saying that but me. I'm just making that up. Everything's biased around here, but I think this is his last year and he's on the way out, so that should be interesting to see towards the end of the year if he actually makes it into the playoffs and if he reconsiders staying. It's only week 6. But the Colts do beat the Jaguars and clutch it up there at the end, 34-27. That was a good one. Patriots, Browns. The Browns have been getting a little more hype than they deserve over the last few weeks because they've been doing so good, because they've been winning like a normal team. But the Patriots Bill Belichick always has the Browns' number, I feel like. So I feel like I say that for Bill Belichick every time he beats somebody, but it's just how it's been for years. And it's not like the Patriots won barely. They won 38-15. So and pretty handedly. It was pretty easy dubskis in there. So Browns need to calm the hype train, recollect themselves, and just play it game by game. I feel like sometimes they get a little ahead of themselves. Patriots, Browns, 38-15, yeah. Bengals, Saints. Joey finally did it. Cold Joe. Joe Cold? Cold Joe? What is his nicknames? I forget. But he did his damn thing. Yes, sir, he did. He did his damn thing last night. Jamar Chase finally opening up, finally looking like the receiver we know. That I know. Since I'm also an LSU fan, I'm kind of dick riding the Bengals, not even gonna lie. just because of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. To be honest, I'm not such a big fan of Justin Jefferson as much, but we'll get to the Vikings later. There's really not much more to say than Joe and Jamar really did their thing. What's that other receiver, Higbee on the Bengals? He's solid. He's a really, really solid dude. Every time I see the Bengals win, I see him get his solid few catches in, and averaging like 8 yards or something. But he's not a superstar or anything, but by any means. But he's a super, super solid, reliable dude. Oh, good old reliable. That's what I'm gonna call him from here on out. I don't really know the dude's name. I think it's Higbee. I think. But the Bengals squeezed it out against the Saints, 26-30. The Saints are really trying to get their run game and their quarterback backups in. I don't know what that was about. It kind of worked, kind of didn't. You make decisions, you win some, you lose some. That could have went either way, and the Bengals just had their day. I don't know if you guys noticed. I just saw it on the screen, but I got a fat ass pimple. Oh. Y'all don't want to see all that. Sorry. Okay, Tom Brady got his ass whooped. Here we go. Oh, what's that quarterback's name for the Steelers? See, I talk football, but I'm no analyst. It's all biased opinion and a guy. Just a guy. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett got his first win against Tom Brady. Great things to come. Maybe. Maybe not. Only the future will tell. Today, well, last night, on Sunday night, October the 16th, 2022, this man beat Tom Brady, a future Hall of Famer, possibly, okay, by my opinion, biased opinion at this YouTube channel, the best quarterback of all time. And you know what's crazy is I can say that with no problem because I'm a Giants fan and we knock him off every time we meet him. So he's the GOAT. We whoop his ass when we see him. GG. Leave your comments and let me know who you think the best quarterback of all time is. I don't know if he's the best player of all time. It's hard to... I hate it when people compare positions because it's really not the same thing. When you compare any position to anything, safety is completely different from corner. Hell, corner is completely different from slot corner. Free safety is completely different from strong safety. I talk football and like football because I used to play football. I just know the mechanics. I don't know the players and the stats. So that's kind of how that works, if you want an insight on that. But, yeah, Kenny Pickett, 20 points to Tom Brady's 18. Squeezes it out there. I think there was a mistake somewhere, like at halftime, that fucked the Buccaneers up. Excuse me. 49ers, Falcons. The Falcons. Oh, I mean, sometimes I feel like I said this about the Raiders too, but they're a few bounces away from winning games. Winning games. And they just don't get those bounces or those calls or what have you. What have you, you know? What is it? Name it. But last night, they dominated. They dominated. It was good. They showed hope because it's the 49ers. It's not like they're no pushover. They don't have the Bosa. They don't have Bosa. They're still running Garoppolo, whatever his name is. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. 49ers Falcons, 28-14. The Falcons get the dub. Get the dub. Jets Packers. You can't hate on the Jets, yo. Come on now. They're doing their damn thing. Hey, they're winning. So, the Giants are winning this year. I'm being courteous to everybody. You think I talk shit now? This is me being nice and in a good mood because the Giants are winning. If the Giants weren't winning, I don't know if you'd be getting a video every Monday. I'm ferociously fierce about that, about Giants winning like that. and it'd just be a video of me being depressed and complaining online, and it'd be really negative. And I wouldn't want to put that kind of energy out, and for have anybody to receive that, even if they aren't watching this. So, but yeah, the Jets, they beat Aaron Rodgers 27-10. Hi, Aaron Rodgers, that poor guy. He's a good guy, but goddamn, his team, his receivers, they're dropping everything. He's just putting them in bread baskets. Oh, and they're dropping them. You get the point. The Jets take down the Packers 27-10. Here we go. Vikings, Dolphins. Back to my point on Justin Jefferson earlier. I feel like he's not as consistent. I feel like Jamar Chase isn't either, but I feel like Joe Burrow is super consistent. I feel like Justin Jefferson just pops off. He's streaky. That's what I heard an NFL analyst say one time. Streaky. He's hot. He gets hot streaks. I just don't think he's the chosen one like that. You know, all these other dudes might be like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase that came from LSU. Because if you're paying attention to this video, like no one was. Earlier I mentioned how I like all the LSU players. I just feel like he's not it. I don't feel like he can go down that path. But he does get the dub. So, no hate. And he does have a good game. No hate. Props to the man. And, you know, I want to see him succeed. He came from LSU. That's just more shit to talk. So, let's put it that way. The Vikings beat the Dolphins 24-16. That's a rap-ski for that. Panthers versus the Rams. I mean, the Panthers fired their head coach 2 days or 1 day, I don't know, after losing in week 5 last week. So, kind of saw this coming. There's not much to say about that. I mean, if the Rams had lost that game or even came close to losing that game, there'd be a fucking riot. I'd be right up front in the vanguard. So, Rams win 24-10. Cardinals, Seahawks. The Seahawks finally get a dub. They could be undefeated if they wanted to be. They're good like that. If their defense would just hold up, the Seahawks would be undefeated if they had a good defense. That is facts. That is biased facts. So, Seahawks win 19-9 over the Cardinals. The Cardinals just can't get it together. I feel like they're such a good team, and now you're starting to think, are they as, you know, well, if they play the Texans, would they be able to beat the Texans? These are questions for somebody who's way smarter than me. Leave a comment below if you were that guy or gal. Yeah, so Seahawks whooped the Cardinals. Not exactly a blowout though. Bills, Chiefs. Yeah. This was a good ass game. This game was fucking exquisite. You hear me? It was sensational. Hey, this game was a heaping hot platter of skill and talent. The Bills are the best team in the league right now. Mark my words. Mark them. The Bills, they finna set it off. They finna set it the fuck off in this bitch. I swear to God. So, the Bills beat the Chiefs 24-20. Imagine that. Imagine it. Like, really, though. It was a good ass game. Had to be there. Type shit. So, on to the last and disappointing game. Only because the Eagles are in the Giants division, and I say this every week, and I will continue to say this. I'm going to need the Eagles to lose. I'm going to need them to hold a dub real quick and wait for the Giants to catch up. It's just one. Just one. Because the Cowboys lost this week. Because the Eagles played them. I would rather the Cowboys have the exact same record. If the Cowboys beat the Eagles, then we'd all have the exact same record. In the same division. And we lost to the Cowboys, so it'd be the same kind of loss. It'd be tied. The Cowboys didn't lose to the Commanders, I don't think. The Commanders fucking suck, so they're out of the picture. But it's the big three. It's the big three. I can't describe in words how mad it makes me to see how good the Eagles are. I'm hating. Straight up. Because it scares me that we can't beat them when we play them. But once again, I wouldn't have that mentality if I was the player on the Giants team. So it's like, what the fuck is really good? We're just gonna have to find out when it happens. That's gonna be a showdown. It's gonna be a slobber knocker. And this Cowboys-Eagles game, it was quite the slobber knocker with the backup quarterback in. You know, they get Dak Prescott back next week. So that's going to be wild. But the Eagles do win 26-17. That was a fat dub. That was a fat dub ski for them. And they ran away with it. And the Broncos are playing the Chargers tonight on Monday night. October 17th, 2022. Sometimes I'm grateful that the Giants are winning, but the fact that the Eagles are winning just one more, by 1 week more, it just like almost sours it. It almost makes it feel fake. Because, you know, we can get in the wild card probably. There's so many things I want to say, but I don't even know where to begin. I know where I'm going to begin. It's the end of the video. We're going to talk about the Giants, which we ended up doing anyway. The Giants versus Baltimore was a slay. Everyone thinks they can just get up on us and start napping. Oh my word. Just start napping. The comebacks are so serious. The clutches are so serious. We're 6-1, 5-1. I keep saying it. 5-1. We're 5-1. You know what time it is, boys. I'm going to Jacksonville to the next game, and I'm gonna do a whole video from morning till the end of the game. And I want you guys to know I'm going to have such a good time. And I want you guys to feel the energy through the video and know that I'm sending those good vibes so you can live vicariously and have a good time yourselves. That's all I want when I post videos. I want to find my people, and I talk in spaces and slower sometimes, but it's because I'm processing what I want to think, and I don't want to say anything that's out of pocket, if you will. But also, I want to be myself. That's why I don't edit. Well, I do edit. Don't get me wrong, I edit a lot. That's why I don't cut my face camera a lot. That's why I try to keep it to a minimal. I try and talk in long processes, because if I'm not talking continuously, then I'm just gonna be saying fake stuff that I thought of just before I hit record. So if you guys do find yourselves coming back every Monday, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Peace.